little terminal. So, I think I lost the link for the text. Nope, here it is. Did I download it? I already downloaded it. Sell or distribute fonts for profit. And yet you can use them for commercial use. Okay, so I guess selling the font specifically. Alright, so it's fine. I was checking because Fubens thought there was maybe a licensing issue with that font. I'm going to be using an asset I have not used yet. Called Text Mesh Pro. Oh look, that's Unity. They bottom out or something. I was just thinking about this, how should Unity handle like canonical assets that should be more or less built in, but maybe just optional. I think this makes sense, like buy them out and then make them free. It's not quite building them in, but you can always have them in like their standard asset bundle at some point. The biggest reason for using this is that the normal way Unity renders text is super anti-aliased and not sharp. So if you have any kind of like pixel art fonts in TrueType font, they look kind of blurred and not sharp. You can use actual bitmap fonts where it's not based on a TrueType font, and that's what I've been doing so far. But in this case, we have a TrueType font. But since this is such a kind of the way everybody does this. Hey Dan. Is that a good thing? I guess Epic is good. I just had it cut too. Trimmed, I guess. Well, I mean the font, I don't think he knows what font he used exactly, but the one that he gave me is a TrueType font. And I can recreate this as a bitmap, but I might as well just use this special asset for Unity that actually makes using TrueType fonts look good. I don't think it's showing up here though. What is it called? Text Mesh Pro. Text Mesh Pro. I can show you an example to compare the two. after we wait for this importing. What's going on with you, Dan? Are you working on multiple projects? For some reason, I thought your company was also the one that's doing the other game you were working on that I forget the name of. I know. I know. But I'll probably be using it for a lot of stuff, and I haven't used it yet. So I was like, oh, put it in here. Heavy though, like I get that, but at the end of the day, like I don't think it actually is different. Like it's more files in the project, but I don't think it makes a big difference in like binary size memory or CPU usage. I mean, if you want to talk about overkill, I was actually thinking about using the Ultimate FPS because I'm using it in another project, and we wouldn't use most of it. It's fairly modular, but you can just use the basic stuff because that stuff is so refined, and we just turn all the settings down so it feels kind of old school and not use half of it. But like I'm running into bugs with my own implementation that it's like, well, this has already been solved. Like, why even bother messing with it? But we'll see. Yeah. What? So I don't even know what Manicore is working on. What are you guys building? And what was I doing? So I guess I'll make an area. UI. We'll use it as a group, but also as like a transparent thing like this. Guess I should go look at this. You started a company and you've got an office and all these people and you don't even know what you're building. That's crazy to me. I mean, exciting though. Okay, I can't really see what this is. There we go. So maybe something like this. Yeah, the layout is gonna maybe just be centered. I'm not sure. Aren't there enough platforms and engines? Okay, I'll put some text in here now. Oh, now I have to remember how to import fonts using text mesh. There is some tool, I thought. Font asset creator. There we go. Oops. Font source, so gotta copy it in. I hate that. I think I put it in there, but in the root directory. It didn't import. Okay. What? I guess I have to put this on something. Wait a minute. I just remembered your React panel stuff. It was really cool. Are you still working on that? Or is that part of your platform? It's gonna put asset at the end, I guess. Yeah, and I'm super excited about it too, so. Okay, so now I can like just use this, right? Okay, I was expecting it to be a little sharper. Maybe there's some like anti-aliasing I can turn off. Font auto size, wrapping. Maybe it. I just didn't expect it to. Auto size. What does this do? Softness. Dilate. Okay, what about I'm gonna compare this to the normal text. I'm sure this is better, but I'm still just like, I don't understand. They're pretty comparable. I might just make bitmaps out of the fucking font. Ugh. Kind of disappointed. Maybe bitmap. Ooh, there's a whole we just put up a devlog thing here. It has a little story if you want to read that. I haven't seen these responses yet. Oh shit. Well, I can summarize. I've been doing a bunch of tools. You've seen my 3D kind of build style tools and just trying to like get, like, I know what the flow is. I know what good content flow is like using the build engine in high school, yeah. And you just don't have it with Unity or like Blender or any of that stuff. So I built some tools and it's sort of incomplete. Like I've actually rewritten it a couple of times and then, but I did actually use it with Visitor Center, even though it was kind of like not fully taking advantage of all the, you know, expressiveness of the tool, but I figured, oh, I could do something simple and that people would maybe be into. And I did get like featured on some YouTube stuff. And I did another Game Jam game, but really just kind of thinking about FPS stuff a lot, and doing Visitor Center made me realize just like the Visitor Center is very much like an arcadey game, like an old school it's just so different than like what FPS means today. Modern FPS is like immersive, like realistic, you know, realism. And FPS is then, and kind of including Doom, but Doom is sort of like the path that started pushing it towards realism and dark and gritty. But some of the games they did before, like TIGL3D and stuff like that, they were like these colorful, bright arcade games like other old or modern retro games, and you don't have FPSs like that. So I was kind of thinking about that and how that's like an unexplored space. And I did, I don't know, I thought Indie Game Legend was a better, you know, as a game that I would have access to the assets and that I imagine Fubins would be down with like doing, and as an experiment, like what would remaking a top-down arena shooter like that be like in 3D? So I did like some experiments and then made enough content to build like the first 14 rooms, and so then I was like, oh, this is actually kind of cool. I wonder if I could remake the whole game with this, and then, you know, I want to experiment with doing commercial stuff, not like a big game, but like actually going through the process of like making a game that you sell. And so I was gonna kind of pitch it to Fubins, and I just was like, I just wanted his, you know, blessing. But if he wanted to like help out, and obviously I would like split profit with, probably like a $5 or $10 game. But then he was like, oh, you know, I wanted to do 4 more areas and all this stuff, and you know, there's some stuff to revisit. And so we basically started pretty much immediately the same day. I was sort of weird after that call. I was like, oh well, I'm doing my first commercial game, and yeah, I think just the other day I finished all the other rooms for the first area. So our goal was to finish the first area by the end of January, and it's already pretty much done. So it's going pretty fast. We're going to revisit levels and make some of the, you know, some of the art better for this perspective. But yeah, it's kind of nice because it's a pure execution. Like, other than some stuff that we're changing along the way, it's like it's just like, here's the game and you just have to implement it, and it's like nothing crazy, just like really simple systems, you know, classic arcadey gameplay stuff. And it's just a good exercise for me, a good production exercise to do a game with a lot of content. I don't know, I can send you a build. I mean, it feels like a shooter. Yeah, I'll send you a build. I was gonna send Fubins a new build tomorrow, so I'll send you one as well. Yeah, it's hard to tell because Fubins loved it, but like, if I made a 2D game and someone made a exact 3D game, I would love it too, even if it was not a great game. But I think there's, you know, it was a good game. Like, I do think Fubins has good like classic game design sensibility, and you know, there's maybe some stuff we have to figure out. Like, I don't know if auto aim is going to be necessary or what. It's a kind of refining thing, but it does feel good. Like, it feels good to navigate and go through the rooms and shoot stuff. I mean, you kind of know what you're getting with an FPS in the same way you know what you're getting with like a platformer, even though you can like change all the variables and make it feel different. But I imagine it's all gonna, the kind of control feel will change a lot through the process. But anyway, And Stevie said he'll do some more music for the new areas and stuff like that. So we'll probably have, I think, some kind of beta by GDC. This is cool. Somebody else said it feels like Binding of Isaac. I feel like roguelike Doom has been done, but maybe not. Okay, now I have to get back to this stupid shit. I was gonna try maybe like the bitmap font works, shader works better. No. Okay, maybe it's in like how I imported it. I don't know how any of these work, but size, packing, atlas resolution. Maybe if I make it a lot smaller. Distance field. Raster. Oh, I should try a couple of these, I guess. I don't know what distance field means. Yeah, but at the same, I mean, we talked about that. Because he was like, oh, we'll make it generic. And I was like, well, that defeats the whole point. I mean, you can lose the in-jokes. But, like, people know some of these characters. And if they don't, you just say who they are or whatever. I thought it would be cool to just, like, almost do it as is and say, the year is 2011, and all these indies are disappearing, right? Like the story goes. But actually say it's 2011, and the indies are disappearing, and you save them, and then at the end it actually says, like, where are they now? And it's like, oh yeah, Cactus did Hotline Miami, Derek did Spelunky, and a lot of them made their big games after that came out, and so it's kind of like a, kind of a funny where are they now, but then it's also like, because you rescued them, they were able to make their games. I don't know if that'll hold up, but I think the, like, part of the spirit of the game is very much like, why not make a game about your friends? And to me, that is very indie, to make a game that isn't trying to appeal to a mass audience, but it's just sort of like you're making it for fun, and you're kind of making it for your friends. And so, the indie game legend it's sort of like an indie game. I don't know if a lot of people would have that feeling, but that's kind of what drew me to it. So yeah, maybe it is niche, but we're not trying to sell games. We're trying to sell it, but we're not trying to make back our money or anything. We're really just doing it to go through that process of selling a commercial game. Dan, I don't know if you have any experience with this font asset creator, and like I said, I don't know what distance field stuff means, if any of these might actually produce a crisper version, because I don't really want to go and just screenshot it and then make a PNG, but also creating a bitmap font is something I haven't done, so I'm sort of like, I only kind of know how to do it. Oh well. Hinted smooth, smooth, raster. What does raster look like? Doesn't even look like the font. Oh. Is it because it's spreading them out? Yeah, that's true. I noticed that before. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'll just... It just looks wrong, but... Okay, now I can at least see what's going on. It's better. That could make a difference. Temp font. I don't think it... I pick a weird... Alright, I guess that's... I just imported it. My import had bad settings. Maybe if I do raster it at a higher resolution. Whoa. That's gotta be sharp. Seems ridiculous that it's probably creating like a really big atlas file, but oh, so close. Maybe if I just mess with the size. Oh, it's definitely better. Oh, the side of that N. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna make a fucking bitmap font. This is stupid. Like even at a large size, you've got that side of the N. Whoa. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, I think that does it. Sort of. Certain sizes. Might be enough to work with. Let me figure out. I don't think it's actually the same font. Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, I guess I should probably do a bitmap font, but I don't need to. So maybe I'll keep going with this and tweaking it until it works. Okay, what if I do -1? Okay, no, that's too much. I mean, it's sharper than the YouTube video. Okay. So. I'm sure we'll iterate on this, which is frustrating for me now because it's sort of like when you do good enough, it's like, but you still have to have some kind of design there. It's like, what is a good enough design? Let's see, so there's like 2 rows of text. Height. I guess the best way to align it is no, I'll do top corner. And then move it in. Yeah. Where did that put it? Okay. Not what I expected. My throat is sore. Not like the back of my throat, but like under here, something's inflamed or some shit. I guess I need at least a placeholder. This stuff in there. Oh, I fucked up the player. So most of the time you won't see that transparency on the top because you'll just have the sky. Though it could also just be black and cut off part of your screen. It's very weird though, I think, for 16:9. Because I shouldn't worry about how it looks so much right now and let Paul throw out some ideas. Just need to get something in there that's functional. So I'll probably just use this and replicate the rest of it as is. It'd be nice if they had like monospacing. Look at that one. This is a different type. Oh, Fubin's made those numbers. I remember that. Because he uses numbers somewhere else, and it's... I think I'm gonna have to go grab these sprites. Huh, I don't know if I can reuse... Maybe I can. Sprite, okay. This feels like 50 by 50. Okay, smaller than 50. 36, 32 maybe. I don't like this. It's like 1 pixel off. I don't want to make it 19. But I don't want to move it negative 14. What if I do both? I guess I should also do a placeholder for the mini map. 4019. What color is that? It's kind of a gross gray. Hey man. Actually, you identify as female? Meant to ask. Okay. Some kind of red. It is very red. What's your Twitter name? Is it J Mickle? Yeah, you're a lady. I think I got that wrong. Cool. It needs to be anchored differently. Word. Let's see, I think everything else I'm gonna need sprites. Kind of coming together. Actually, maybe it doesn't need a... Hey, Fubins. I don't know if you can see the history, but Dan's here. He was here. Maybe it's better without the background. Let me try that. I don't know, Fubins, you're gonna have to, I think, decide how you want to do the HUD stuff. Because at runtime, you can have it change a color when it's running, because it's really easy to forget that when you change stuff while it's running, it doesn't persist. So it's like a warning. In fact, I was going to make it a little bit brighter because I was still not noticing it as much. maybe like that much. Yeah, I don't know if you want to change how the HUD is done. We could do no background, because most of the time it actually works because of the space, but when you look down, you can still read it, and maybe it feels less cluttered than having like black or transparent background on it. I don't know, what are your thoughts? Oh yeah? Yeah, because I was thinking, because it's probably going to be on wider screens now, you can actually put more on a line. So you could maybe have life, then ammo, and then maybe scores at the top, and boss is at the top. I don't know. You'll have to do some mocks. Because yeah, I mean, in that case, you can probably put everything on one line. We wouldn't have to split top and bottom. Wrong way. Yeah, some people like score. Yeah, if they really want the score. I think I'm going to leave it without the background, because most of the time you've got the black sky background, and it's still pretty readable when you look down. So, and we'll figure out a new layout. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's see. I don't think the outline's gonna look good. Or the outline that I was thinking, the way I was gonna do it. Let's try life. What the fuck? That is not an outline. Is it because of dilate? I don't know what's going on with this outline. I don't know the difference between any of these fucking shaders. You'd think bitmap is what I want, but it doesn't have any of the oh, I don't like what it's. I don't know why this font has to be so uncooperative. Glow. Glow black. Increase power. Doesn't even do anything. Oh, it might actually be a light. Oh well, this is how it is for now. Until I get a Fubin's mock-up. Whoops. Oh man, I'm drunk. I kind of like this, but yeah, if it's more streamlined, I'm sure that would be better. Because it does need to be big enough to support showing the mini-map. Like if you make it smaller, then what? The mini-map's going to be smaller? It doesn't quite work. We'd have to put the mini-map somewhere, maybe in the bottom corner. Guess I'll go get those sprites. I might not have them. I have to get them out of Game Maker. I guess I'll look. Oh, I guess there's probably a PSD with them somewhere. Maybe. I guess I'll have to. Well, there's that. I should get remote desktop working. So I don't have to switch monitors. I was thinking, shouldn't the Saber have triangulation code? I feel like they would, because they have to do it as well. Yeah, but you can do weird shapes, like with the if you can do negative objects anywhere, like if you were to make a stupid square and then just get a bunch of random objects and do negative space on them, the surface is going to have pretty much every, you know, arbitrary polygon with holes and all that stuff, so they have to have that implemented. Sphere, blah, 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 blah. Well, because, I mean, even if they, so the brushes are going to produce shapes, the mesh shapes, and each mesh face has to be triangulated. Right. In build, they need to be closed. Yeah, I mean, I don't see anything out here. Oddly. Core, maybe. Polygon factory. Brush builder. Look at this triangulation node. Simple edge. Yeah, they have a whole different way of doing this. Alright, let me get back to this. Oh, is the bottom a ammo meter bar? Right. I think you already had that, right, with colors, though? What if gems and the mini-map were swapped? Yeah. Are you saying swap the top and bottom entirely? I don't know if you meant swapping, but I like the ammo being at the bottom, close to the where your actual weapon would be represented. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could see that too. But like I said, I like the visual closeness of the weapon information too, like where if you were gonna have like a weapon image or something down here, it would make sense that this information would be close to it. But okie dokie. I need to get on my Windows machine, but it's not turning on. I think an LED broke. Because it's on, it just doesn't show it's on. I mean, if I was, when I had the background on it, if it was an overlay with a background, it's basically just cutting off the screen. That didn't look great. Oh. But if we have information at the bottom, we would have to worry about like the text outline, I think. Let's see. Oops. The hell? Something's not adding up, but yeah, the HUD items can be any size. It's kind of an arbitrary size. And then they would also stretch to different layouts depending on how they're positioned. So if you had like a super wide screen, they would just be spread out more. But yeah, I think already they would need a black outline. Yeah. All right, Fubins, can you do me a favor? I'm having a lot of trouble with this font. And I have to use this fancy tool to get it to kind of render sharply. But the easy thing would to just be if you could make a sprite sheet of the characters. If you could like go and just like make a fixed size sprite sheet. I think it mostly is like the I and the 1 don't have space in there when they're displayed, but I think everything else has a fixed width. Oh, that's interesting. There is an I with the top and bottom. I didn't realize there actually is a lowercase and uppercase version. They're slightly different. Yeah. That'll help a lot. Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Let me try and mock up this layout then. Doesn't matter. It'll be resized crisply. So whatever gives you enough pixels to express it. maybe we'll make this bigger. I'm not sure how big. I'll have to get those sprites before I can balance this all, but this is closer to the idea, right? Fubins. I need to get sprites, but oh, I didn't mean the text sprites. I need to get the hearts and the ammo things, which are on another computer. But in the meantime, this is... What the fuck did I just do? Oh yeah, those, yeah, if you have them, that'd be helpful. No, desktop is a Windows thing. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can make it easier to get access to my Windows computer with the Game Maker thing. I'm just trying to turn this on. Yeah, no, it'll be fine. Because I have the original sprites. I just need to get on that computer. Yeah, I mean, I usually use VNC, but I just like, well, I don't have to install anything if it's remote desktop on the Windows side. And here, I'm pretty sure there's a remote desktop client on OS X. It used to be, or I had one. I will... Yeah, I guess. I want to do a sprite mask, but that means for the hearts... I need a version of the image with every number of okay, I'll work with this. No, I want to set up remote desktop because of my I need to do it all the time anyway. Is it that easy? Wrong keyboard. Wait. Allow connections only from computers running remote desktop with network level. Okay. Where did I type remote desktop? Oh, nowhere. One of these. Eight? I don't know. I know, but I wanted to get this set up anyway. I don't know what's going on now. I don't really know what it's doing. Oh. Oh, is it, can I open it or is it installed? No. What is it called? I'm assuming this is it. It's 200, huh? Okay, I guess if it's not gonna work immediately, let me try this version. Okay. Almost. Okay, this is shit. I can get rid of this. Somehow. Get out of here. Oh, Rich. Almost done. I need the font set separate. You go to sleep all of a sudden? I can just put it to sleep. A different error message every time. It's not getting like a different IP every time, is it? last time. How do can I like change the size of this thing? Dope. Welcome back, Shaggy Fires. I was just getting my Windows computer set up for remote desktop because I had to access files on it. Okay. Where did I put Game Maker? It's not helpful. Okay, finally. Because I go into the Game Maker project every time I need a new set of assets, because not all of them are outside the project, so but I have to like KVM over to it and all this stuff, but now I can just access them here, so that's good. Soundtrack is great, but I don't think it's going to help with my anxiety. Oh, Fubens, you could have sent me that stuff, but I don't know. Is this actually max hearts? How many total hearts can you have? see anything else I need at the moment. Probably these mini-map sprites. Oh. Grab this just in case. Yeah. Let's see what else. That's it. This is cool. It's like I've got a little game maker running in OS 10. I wonder if I can run the game. Quick access. Why are these there? Oh, because I'm running this. Can't run it in Game Maker, but I can run the binary that you had in here. If this works, this will be helpful. Although I get most everything I need from the video. Okay. It almost works. If you want to do 16 by 16 for the outline, that should be fine. But you might as well just make them both 16 by 16. Or 12 by 12. This quickly degraded. So, I mean, might as well be 16 by 16. No. guess I can just close the connection. The fuck is this? Okay. Back to work. I guess sprite mask doesn't apply here. Maybe image mask. UI mask. Oh yeah, this works way different than the sprite mask stuff. Yeah. That's not quite right. the other way around, I forget. Oh, I need to fix their filtering. Yeah, there we go. Does this change anything? No. Uh, well, that's perfect. Okay, what am I missing? Oh, their offset. But they are this color, which is oh, why is it doing that now? Oh, that worked. That's odd. Okay, why don't we make them 1 and then do this? The equivalent, or the 110. So this is 15. Still looks wrong. Why do these ones seem to have extra pixels on their side? Huh. We'll have to fix that later. Hmm. That might be a problem. Yeah, that's a problem. It's not actually doing any masking, is it? Cool, thank you. Okay, so I just need to invert it. Cool. Were there not hyphens already, or skip those? No, I got them, and I'm gonna have to change them anyway. Invert them. Although it's inverting with transparency, I don't know exactly how to do that. Yeah, I mean, this is how I would normally do it. With a mask, it's just that I don't know. I mean, this is loosely similar to how you were doing it, but not specifically. This is how I would do it. The problem... and so, you know, you get this nice, you can just set the width to something and it'll fill them out. But the Game Maker masks work a little bit differently, so I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Doesn't have anything to do with how you were doing things. Just me messing with this thing that I always forget how to do in Unity. I'm probably gonna have to take a break soon though. So weird. I'm gonna have to eat because I had to. I'm gonna have to. I have an idea. This won't work. It does something weird. Oh, because of the... Okay, I have an idea. Transform. Okay, no, I'm like, my brain is dumb. Better to restart this later tonight or maybe tomorrow. But it's coming together. Alright, how long have I been going anyway? Not too long. But, yeah, I'm gonna be done for now. Thanks everybody for helping out, Fubins, of course. Thank you for putting stuff together. I'm gonna check the font that you made after this and let you know if there's any problems with it. Yeah. Goodbye, everybody.